What's going on, everyone, and welcome to another video here on the Arcadia Network YouTube channel. My name is Shus, signing in, pressing start, logging on, ready for yet another episode. And today, not only are we on stream doing the entire chapter of the 7 Shus in the maze, shush now you, but we are also, well, going to be recording the entirety, I guess. I don't know what I was going to say. I actually forgot what I was going to say immediately. I feel silly. But, hey. What can you do, huh? Right trigger. Right. So yes, we're going to be starting with the story, playing it through all on a stream, while recording each separate piece. So for those watching this on the stream, do not worry. You'll get the whole thing. Those watching on YouTube, it's going to be a bit of time in between each episode, but hey, you guys will be used to it by now. Okay, without further ado, let's go. And so I was mentioning on this stream, and I'll mention on the recording as well, our main goal is, because this is the last day of Falima being released, we need to get enough to summon at least 6 times to confirm her. I have summoned 94 times without luck. So I am feeling a little bit out of it from that, considering I can't spend just any given money on this game at the moment. Especially with my trading card game addiction, but you know. Alright, Clock, what's up? Are you employee of the clock shop? What happened? Master Holly promised to open on time today, but it's already on this late. She's not seen. Where did she go?
Alex RS game leveled up. Level 53. Good morning all. And her. I leveled up to Herbie the Lovebug's level.
So? Ooh, 53 months in a row though, Alex. How are you doing? Good morning. Let's get you a good old shout out as well. I get the feeling this isn't actually this is the side quest. Oh my gosh, it's making me do the side quest. Let's get it done. There's definitely a bugging sound here with the feet. It's like a horse running constantly, isn't it? Let's get Clock's mission out of the way so I don't have to worry about it today. There we go. Right. Don't tell me that's another side. No, I want to do this one. My goodness. You tell it, and you tell it, and you tell it, and it's like, I don't know. But we're finally here. We're finally going to be able to start the actual mission. And on the bright side, the horse noise is gone. Just chilling before going to work later. I did see the weekend last weekend. We got Genshin cards. Hang on. Let's have a look. Let me open in browser so I can just go a bit closer. I mean, I will say those definitely look like obvious third parties, especially the Florazon, the green head. The other two, the Yunjin and the Eula, are definitely taken directly from the game. That's their in-game models. The Venti seems to be stolen artwork as well. I mean, I'll say stolen artwork in explanation marks here. Because, well, I don't actually know if they did. But yeah, that would be Forazon, which it definitely is close to Miku. I shall unify with you. I forgot what happened last time. Who are you? The quietness felt as if it existed since ancient times of yore. Without sound or light, unable to tell day and night, centuries upon centuries, the void remained the one constant theme here. A gaunt man was confound here, 7 heavy chains coiled around him, 3 of which were broken. Though cradled by the remaining chains, the man still struggled to maintain balance, only occasionally emitting coughs so weak that they barely escaped his breath. Abruptly, the man's head tilted, as if sensing something. Simultaneously, another chain snapped, its metallic ring slicing through the heavy silence. There was no flicker of joy in his face. Despite having gained one step closer to freedom, he simply stared ahead, his gaze piercing through the veil of darkness. Yeah. From the depths of the black void, someone approached. Oh, hi, Lantern. No need for caution. It's me. A faint female voice sounded a few meters away. Seemingly a habit from her past endeavors, she maintained a guarded distance in conversation, even with the one she considered a partner of hers. You're awake, Lantern. Yes. I immediately came looking for you after waking up. Unfortunately, I'm a step too late. That's how things are. Exceptions rarely occur. Don't mind it. After all these years apart, and even under these circumstances, reuniting with you gives me, well, a lot of comfort. It's been a while since we last crossed paths. Looks like your condition's taking a nosedive. It's nothing. My body indeed's falling apart, but I'll hold out until I settle my debts. You, on the other hand, must have fought your way here. Were you wounded? You mean those enemies? Thanks to you, I've gotten used to dealing with small fries. My luck's otherwise held. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here today. For a moment, the man fell into silence, lost in thought. Is he all alone? Is he lost in thought all alone, though? Yet Lantern remained oblivious to his silence. Arms folded, she furrowed her brows. However, the current situation isn't exactly rosy. Hard to say if we're headed for a rerun of the past. How is that bind on you? Down to the last 3 now. That was fast. We can't afford to wait any longer, you know that. I need to do something. If it comes down to it, I'll eliminate all the threats myself. Even if it was our old pal who started all this. Go ahead and do what needs to be done. I trust your judgment. Let's not jump to conclusions yet. To make sure we eliminate all unstable factors, I need one more thing. Your special permission. Oh, I see. Go ahead then. Lifting her hand ever so slightly, he spoke. Like a pebble tossed into the still water, the clinking of chains echoed, rippling through the silence, causing the darkness to tremble. Where falsehood reigns, illusions take flight, truth or lie, fading from sight. After a while, he dropped his hand and sighed lightly. Now, you can temporarily harness that power. The rest is up to you. Thank you, and farewell. If this doesn't go smoothly, we'll be seeing each other again soon. Your fame speaks for your ability. I believe in you, Shus of Destruction. Now, it's time to wrap up this reunion. I'm afraid I can't see you off. Given my current condition, please kindly forgive me. As the footsteps grew distant, everything dissolved back into the void. How can Myriad change its mask? The reasons behind. How can Myriad changes mask? Oh, how can Myriad changes mask the reason behind? Okay, I read that wrong. How can falsehoods withstand the test of time? I don't know. You tell me. In the end, have we come to this? And then everything returned to nothingness, as if nothing had happened. Fortunately, the cloud that hung over Lanku had not yet spread out. In a corner of Lanku, you were enjoying a hard-earned lunch break. Do you mean to recall what happened and organize your thoughts? We're good. Hey. Alright then. All rested up? Time to introduce you to the other Shus. Let's not start with the most agreeable ones. Well, let's start with the most agreeable ones. Who's on first? Let me think. Just admit it. The other Shus are as quirky as the tossed, aren't they? Not entirely accurate. They only get a little quirky at night. Among the Shus, there are actually of those who are gentle and understanding. Although their version of gentle might not be what you expect. I'm sure you all know this. Being pure-hearted and pleasant isn't enough to take on the 10 faces of misery. Ugh. That's why I'm not exactly thrilled about meeting them under this circumstance. How am I supposed to explain myself? Because of a momentary lapse I failed to keep an eye on a certain someone's heroic act, and now Lanku's a hot mess because of all that? Fine, let's go find Sarah first. Link summon her! Link summon her using any of the other Trap Tricks monsters! Do it! Salad. That is the wrong Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetype, Senadina. That is a fire. I'm talking about Trap Tricks, baby. The ultimate trap stuns. I actually love playing Trap Tricks because I love the trap stun, and I love the concept of plants plus people. But people look at me weird for it. And thanks to certain people in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, it's even worse now. Thanks, guys. Song, are you still hungry? Once we thought this out, how we have a big meal at Oxia together? If memory serves, you've already had a big meal. How'd you put it again? Alright, you said, when there's good food, you must eat up. Otherwise, you'll regret when you're hungry. You got it wrong. It's Sarah, not salad. Sarah's the gentlest of the Shus. Her full name is Serapium. She's known as the Shu of Union. She probably won't hold a grudge against us of things that happened over the past few days, but waking her up might not be a walk in the park. Wait, why does it not sound convincing when you said she's the gentlest? When you put it that way. Yeah, everyone's got their quirks. No need to sweat it too much, everyone. As long as we can rouse the 7 Shus, no matter... It matters little to me whether they're willing to cooperate or not. For instance, if we strip them of their physical forms and funnel their powers into space and spare gadgets. Hey, our perception. Don't blurt out something terrifying like that. Honestly, having that kind of backup plan makes me feel more at ease. You fucking what, mate? You fucking what? That's the face of your fucking what, mate? Anyway, give the 7 Shus a wake-up call. It's worth a shot at least. Just sitting around, twiddling our thumbs. That's our Krona. Always talking sense. Just don't start following on to Perception's example and saying terrifying things one after another, please. Now, let's go. Off to the library.
小弱は以前老朽の図書館は多く
Forget
の
about it.
ものとか
Didn't
なり
happen.
違うって言ってたよね。
その通り。普通の倉庫じゃなくて、あそこはセラペウムの拠点に近いんだ。それも彼女の性格と関係があるんだけど、大丈夫。
So we're gonna explore the new paths now? I think we are. Yes! Yes, this path is now unlocked. Let's fucking go. New map. I love new maps. New maps mean new chests, means more exploration. You know, I'm all for that. I'm all for more exploration. Ooh, new enemies as well. Lying toxic egg crawler. I will be taking any chest I see, by the way. My desperation for the character is close. Careful, there's some monster up ahead. Wait, why are they all frozen? Uh-oh, she's here, isn't she? I don't think they're lining up as a welcome committee, that's true. Oh my god, the Shrek line. And you must be the welcoming committee! Okay, there's 14 here. Yeet! Oh, level 30. Okay, we all come back here then. Again, I have all the time in the world to investigate this area, at least. Are those bullet holes in them? Can this be Lantern's doing? Is she awake already? Lantern? Is she another Shu? That's right. She's tough with nails and usually gets things done in a flash. Remember when I mentioned someone who could take down the 10 Faces of Misery single-handedly with her sheer strength? That's Lantern. But knowing her, now might not be the best time for a meet and greet. Come to think of it, Shen sent me a file earlier. Hold on a sec. Inside the Lantern organization restored by source matter. Yep, this is the one. So this is a research paper? It's a holographic research report that rescues historical context through source material. That was published long ago. It should be more than credible than previously literary works. Comparatively speaking, does this report document the organization that Lantern, one of the 7 Shus, once established? Not quite, you've got it backwards. Shining lanterns bright, dispelling shadows in the night. The lantern in the title probably refers to the official organization from 100 years ago, whose members were highly skilled and specialized in handling matters related to the Curse of the Shadows. As for Lantern I mentioned earlier, her real name is, not saying that, she just happened to be part of that organization. We just call her Lantern because she's the only officer of that group who became a Shu. And it's also its sole successor. As for why the Lantern organization at its end, to be honest, I'm not entirely sure. Word what is, it wasn't just because of the 10 Faces of Misery. Duo, do you know the reason? I have a feeling that Latos knows. He's him, and I'm me. Plus, in my view, the Shus, like me, are entities that view regular people as foes. So it's only natural for them to keep mum about bad things. In fact, maybe they're the ones responsible for them. It's telling the truth. Well, that's why we're analyzing the situation here, aren't we? It's definitely safer to thoroughly investigate things first, rather than rushing into awakened Shus, would you agree? Good. At least you know that much. Before you head to that spine-chilling library, make sure you're fully prepared. Oh, I didn't think you cared that much about us. Huh. Where one stands depends on where one sits, that's all. What's the... Hey, what are you doing? Rubbing my head is one thing, but don't go grabbing by the collar. I can't breathe. No. How dare you take advantage of my plight like that? I really can't let my guard down even for a second. Isn't there a saying? Adapt to the situation or perish? Enough talk. Time to dive into that precious file. Yes, there's no need to be afraid anymore. What you saw wasn't the thousand-year night god. So this will be Sarah then. Come on, unify with me. At the end of the dark wilderness, many people are waiting for you. Okay, this is getting more interesting. Are those People Lanterns members? Yes, in fact, we might even spot some old acquaintances. Huh? This person. Oh! Looks like the report is offering simulating perspectives based on the memory stored in the source matter. Mr. Scudder, I never dreamed you'd team up with me on such a simple task. Every mission counts towards keeping the city running, right? No need to rank them by difficulty. Besides, we're merely a step ahead of the people we're protecting. We have to keep ourselves sharp, or we'll end up as rusty old tools. You're right, Mr. Scudder. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Actually, I ran into Miss earlier. She said something similar, but I think she was wounded on the last mission. She seemed to be weakened somewhat. She never holds back in battle. No matter the odds, she'll always give it her all. It's admirable, but it's also her vulnerable point. Enough of that. Let's go over today's mission again. All of the tools ready? We have the flowers, the net, firearms, the candles. Yeah, all good to go. We needn't worry though. Most likely the case of everything today is artificial, and these tools might not even see the light of day. Even if they're not needed, it's always better to be prepared. Let's go. Wait, that person's perspective the report is simulating. Haven't we seen him somewhere before? Oh yeah, that's Mr. Scudder from Amber Street. And those events and the reports probably went down during the Lantern's heyday 100 years back. Just a quick question. How long do Martians usually live? In Oxia, probably around 90. In any case, no one will look 20 when they're a century old, except Song, who's the only outlier I know. So even though Mr. Scudder isn't a shoe, he's still incredibly long-lived and doesn't age just like a shoe. Lanterns used to say that because they were always tinkering with certain tools. All Lantern members' lives lived much longer than regular people. But you need to be special in some way to join them anyway. I don't know the details. I mean, when things went down back then, I happened to be sick and hospitalized, so I missed out on a lot of the news. But yeah, most Lantern members are a bit the dust for various reasons before the 10 Faces of Misery was wiped out. So, cases like Scudder became a minority. I never thought that's how things went down. Well, it all happened over 100 years ago, so it isn't worth getting sentimental about. Should we keep looking? Probably. Oh my god! Playable man! Playable man! Yeah! Woo! I get to play as a guy! They actually showed up, Mr. Scudder. Stay calm. Letting fear take over will only make things worse. Don't overthink it. Just stick to our training and face them head on. Alright. Oh no! Don't panic, just focus on restraining the monsters. Oh, all in one stroke. Okay. 3 mile mist, a century's dust. Lantern branches into 9 and shine 1,000 barriers. Ha! Okay, let's give it another shot. We did it. I did it. I did it. That's right. Monsters aren't so tough. Those monsters can appear more intimidating to deter us. At first, it's only trickery. When our fear kicks in, they start packing real power. That's why I use the temporal net to restrain them first. Then the barrier breaking counters dispel the illusion surrounding them. This makes it a whole lot easier for you to take them down. In future encounters, handle them the same way. Just make sure you make the most of organization's tools, and those monsters newly spawned from the shadows won't stand a chance against us. Okay. That's right. There's nothing to fear. As long as I'm armed with these tools from the organization, I can handle anything. However, rely on it too much and you might also endanger yourself. Tools are just tools. You have to learn to harness your own strength. No. It might pose no problem for you, but I'm not cut out from the same cloth. It's not that I disagree with you, it's just that compared to someone like you, with your talent and muscle, I know relying solely on tools isn't good. But by using them, I feel less like an ordinary person. I have the courage to face those monsters. Fine. You're still new to this, so I suppose you'll have to learn to work with the tools first before taking the next step. Maybe I was a bit hasty, but still young after all. Thanks for that. Now I feel a little embarrassed. What he said is tool. True. Without these tools, how could average folk ever stand against the 10 faces of misery? I don't know. I don't know if this approach is beneficial in the long run. Mr. Scudder? Nothing. It's still unclear if those monsters are tied to our mission. Let's keep digging. Right or wrong? I'm not sure either. But one thing's for sure. If death is a good thing, then even gods would seek it. Ooh, good point. Good point. No god ever wants death. They always want immortality. Is that... Miss? She's breathing on her pulse, but her pupils aren't reacting. It's like she's sleeping with her eyes open. Wait, isn't that the woman that we got when we were playing as Falima? So this is one of her servants? Let's check the other side. Here's the plan. We'll split up. You take the back of the organization for treatment. I'll continue investigating. Mr. Scudder, this is the best course of action. Firstly, we don't know the cause of their symptom. Secondly, leaving you on the outskirts ensures you can call for backup if I'm in danger. Understood, sir. Please take care. Alright. That wasn't intended for this. It does minimize the impact of fear on humans, and therefore the manifestation of shadow. As for the rest, I'll take it one step at a time. Since they've chosen to become this, why should I reject them? This was like an enemy's about to come out. The smell of gunpowder in the air, the incense in the corner, and the cake crumbs on the ground. Was there some kind of gathering here not long ago? Cake, guns, and incense. Oh. It's her butler. Sir, I'm a rescue personnel from the Lantern Organization. Are you alright? No. No one can truly understand me. Liars! Liars! What happened here? Please calm down. They're right. People just can't understand each other. Just not possible. Sir? Do you wish to understand and be understood by us? The situation is getting worse. The culprit must be nearby. Do you wish to understand and be understood by us? Go again. Was it you reunion? Really? The group initiated a special call to Shen. So, you've digested the report? Shen, why don't you give us a heads up? Well, since it's an internship assignment, it's only right that you read the materials yourself, right? But for those unaccustomed to holograms, it's much like a smack in the face. The funny thing is, the library we're planning may be tied to all this. This is all fate. Krona's sister, you're not telling our fortune, are you? Come on. I'm totally clueless, I swear. But don't you think there's more to uncover about this report? Oh, right. Since it's generated by source matter, we might be able to extract useful information from it. Exactly. If use it like a blueprint and add Lung Q's a unique environment, you should be able to extract tools that can be used against the shadows from the shadows. It's worth a shot. Let me walk you through it. Under Perception's guidance, the group successfully Motherfucker. We do a thing. I don't know what, but we do a thing. I'm used to that being the dash button still. Isn't that the tool Mr. Sully wielded in the illusion? I think it's called the barrier breaking candles. Wow, talk about legendary. Tools from the Lantern organization are a rarity even 100 years ago. With this in hand, dealing with Wonka's monsters should be a piece of cake. They cannot compete with me. No doubt, no doubt. Did someone just pop in or was that just me? So Shen, should we continue? Of course. Just be careful. Like a planned school event, the group carried out the plan to awaken the Seven Shoes steadily. Perhaps only after arriving at the end of the world would Krona understand why he was so skillful at everything subconsciously. Ta-da! Okay, we have more of these. Boom! Oh my god, I didn't even have to try. I love it when I don't even have to try for puzzles. I feel so smart for no reason. This is the entrance to the library. Yep. Although it's called the library, it's actually Sarah's home. Money talks, huh? Being able to build a house like this a century ago speaks for a family's wealth. So the person we're about to visit is a noble heiress? Well, not exactly. See, Sarah's a bit of an enigma. She inherited a massive fortune at a young age, but nobody knows what happened for sure. She's not into fancy social gatherings or parties. No, her idea of a good time is curling up with a good book. To indulge her passion, she sold off most of her inheritance and built this place from the ground up. She's got rare books sought from all over stashed inside. So basically, the whole library is her personal sanctuary? Not exactly. Sarah opened up the house to all the residents way back when. Anyone who wanted to read a book could swing by. Actually, I got to know her. I borrowed a few books about persuasion myself. I'm sure Aunt Perception swung by it too, right? Sort of. But hey, that was like a century ago. Sarah shut down the library before she went into a deep sleep, and since then it's been gathering dust. She had quite the following back then. You could almost call them disciples. Yet, being too selfish might not be the best move for her. Anyway, once we're inside, you'll see what I mean. So I can jump up here. No, do I have to go even further back? Oh wait, if I go over this side now, can I grapple it? Oh. It's one of those rough pulls. Whee! I'll be taking that chest, thank you.
荒れ果てたと言ってもこの人たちは
Uh-oh. People. Let's activate this thing first. And I can come back to that whenever I need to. Hi! Hey there, excuse me. Oh dear. Huh? Sleeping, standing up? Hi, sorry to bother you. Breathing's normal, heart rate's normal, but pupils are unresponsive and lacking conscious behavior. What a coincidence. We just read about this in the report.
親切姉さん
Shen,
何か知って
do
る
you
の
know anything about this? Not at all. I'm actually quite curious myself. Well, I kind of saw this coming. It might sound wild, but actually this person is Sarah now. More accurately, everyone here is Sarah. Could be multiple Sarah coexisting in the world, all slumbering together here? Not at all. No. These people originally weren't related to Sarah in any way. It's just becoming here, they've become Sarapun. Oh, I see, like the carbon-based life connectivity program. Oh, that's a new one. Care to break it down? Basically, it's about linking up the minds of carbon-faced life forms to create a mega hive mind that can change the world.
あらゆる人たちの意識をつなぐ
Like, the internet? By the way, the game dev team just dropped the Iron-based program expansion pack. Players who opt for the popular demon route not only get to unify humanity, but get to command robots in unpredicted ways. President Game dev team players?
えっと
Coraline, now's not the time to think about talking about games. Let's not leave our alien friends with any weird impressions of Earth. There are a lot of terms I've never heard before. This description is pretty close to the mark. Sarah indeed has the power to connect with other minds, hence her title Union. But how she pulls it off and where those unified minds go is still a mystery.
少女たちも知らないのか
You don't know either? Yeah. Even though we're part of the Seven Shus, we use shadows in disparate ways. Just like how I'm clueless about how our perception can walk around in her artifact. She's probably clueless about how I do the divination. Indeed. We've all got from Seraphim. All we got from Seraphim in her is her word. The Union won't do any real harm to people.
なるほど
Looks like we just have to think on our feet as we try to wake this up this shoe, huh? That's right. You see, I'm not my master. Just trying to keep my little patch in order keeps me plenty occupied. I should have better than to count on someone from the streets. What is this? Okay, pretty simple. Just knock it all back. Yeah, it's pretty simple. I can get behind that. Pretty simple. I like it. Elevator time. Oh, or not.
このエレベーター
This elevator looks unstable.
使えると思う
Oh, usable. Oh my god, not unstable. Usable. Oh my god. Should we head up?
小弱
Song? Well, I was thinking, how about I don't go in? You know, all my plans were based on Sarah being successfully awakened by us and is willing to help us. But what if the awakening fails and Sarah drags us all into her consciousness? Then we'd be in deep trouble, won't we? So I figured, why not split up? You guys head in and find her, while I stay out here as backup. That way, even if something goes south, I can hightail back to Oxia for reinforcement. Sound good? Yeah, that sounds solid. We should go with my plan. Isn't your backpedaling a tad too obvious? Hey. Oh my god, hang on. I find... Wait, time I got your thing. Hang on.
師匠だって言ってたんだ。備えあれば憂いなしって。確かに誰かが外で待ってた方がいいと私も思う。ほら、加工おばさんもそう言ってるし。だが小弱が最適だとは思わない。
そうだな。俺たちは老朽のことも七術のこともよく知らない。俺たちだけじゃセラペウムを目覚めさせるどころか、中に入っても何が何だかよくわからないかもしれない。
それはカッコおばさんがいるだろ。私はあくまで放棄の身。行動も戦闘もいろいろと不便だ。今回の行動の中心人物として責任逃れは許されないよ、小弱。
There you go. Sorry about that. I had to put my Tamagotchi on sitter mode. I thought I already had, but apparently not. Fine. I was just tossing my thoughts out anyway. Sorry for those that were expecting me to read some chapters there and I didn't. It's just to keep the story going. In that case, I'll stay behind as backup. I think it'd be best if everyone's capable of fighting goes in with me. However, the person staying outside needs to be highly vigilant to catch any emergencies right away. Plus, the person has to be familiar with Lanku's term as well. Duo? In case the best fit would be... Whoa, hey, why y'all looking at me? Chum combat, but highly vigilant. I knows the place inside out. That's you in a nutshell, isn't it? What's more, you even look like a role. Exactly. Since its life is in our hands, loyalty isn't a concern. Great. What a charming plan. If you're going, then just go already. Stop dilly-dallying around. As they say, a wise one adapts to the circumstances. We'll be counting on you to hold the fort here then. Also, on perception, just to be safe, can you set up a quick teleportation array here? If things get dicey in the library, we'll need a way out fast. Yes, better safe than sorry. You bet. When it comes to making a quick getaway, no one can top me in all of Lanku. There we go. Should trouble rear its head, simply recite leave the library in your mind and you'll be able to return here. Thanks a lot, Auntie Perception. Hey, standing guard around here isn't a walk in the park either. There's no thanks for me. Well, maybe we haven't stirred up trouble in the first place. We won't be in this mess, huh? Come on, you're just reaping what you sowed, right? Huh. So, shall we go in? Okay, come in. I will unify with you. But I'm coming in anyway! Wow, it's a Shus dwelling alright. Despite being vacant for over 100 years, it looks like it hasn't aged a day. Not a speck of dust on the floor. All these books. It's like the mother of all libraries. Keep your cool, Helia. I get your excitement, but now's not the time to marvel at books. I'm not marveling, I'm DCing! With such complex structure, where do we even start? No signal here, as expected. And did I hear a weird voice when we entered? Or was I mistaken? Alright everyone, easy, it's simple. Sarah! Where are you? Your big sister Song is here to see you. For the shoes. This slumber is like a cicada metamorphosizing. Of course it won't be that easy to wake her up. What's the plan now? Sarah's still flesh and blood, so there's no way she can just vanish into thin air. Either she's masking her presence with some power, or there's some mechanisms hidden around here. So, you're stumped, aren't you? Anyway, let's start by searching the area, shall we? The Hongdua Catalogue, Account of Worldly Wisdom, the Antes Chronicles. They all seem to be ancient tomes. I wonder if there's any clues inside. Searching for clues among so many books, like finding a needle in a haystack. Wait, what's this? It looks like a seal. Oh, it's Sarah's seal. When this mark is stamped on a book, it means Sarah has read it. So, all we need to do is search for these kind of books. That's the idea, but there's no guarantee we'll find anything. We might just come up empty-handed. Come on, let's not throw the towel in just yet. Finding something to investigate is still progress. With so many books, we should split up and search. Agreed. No point in fixating on results. So, at least it's a start. Can't find anything. As expected. I should go and chat with the others. How's it on your end? Nothing much, but let me tell you. This Sarah's got herself a library that would make a bookworm drool. We're talking physiology, sociology, humanities, history, even medicine. For Sarah, these books aren't just tools for passing time. They're windows for understanding the world. She's not much of a social butterfly, so she spends most of her time holed up in this library. By the way, speaking of understanding the world from books, one book here caught my attention. It's called Tales of the Strange? Right, let's go see if Coral and the others have found anything else. So is this another explorable? Oh no! Oh, so this doesn't count as an explorable area. That's kind of sad. Curly, what are you doing? I just played some games from Studio Reason. Perfect time. Wanna join? No, that's not what I meant. How's the book inspection going? Those all checked out. I scanned for markers in the books and used an instrument to date them. After tossing out the old books, I'm left with the more recent ones, and that's about it. So, did you find any leads? Still got too many books left. So I skimmed for keywords, came up empty. You're just slacking off, aren't you? Don't get all worked up. I didn't find any useful books, but I did stumble upon this. Anonymous Swan Song. I see. This is indeed the essence of union. The library is a graveyard larger than the Pool of Shadows. People gather here willingly to unify with sorrow. Fear not understanding each other, fear of near-death experiences, and fear of the union itself. These emotions intertwine, providing her with the power to unify. And this power in turn keeps her in a prolonged state of mental sleep. So I mean, if we awaken her grip on those powers will loosen. You're sharp. Worry not. Even in the conditions that the fear disappear, the accumulated fears of the past will persist. As long as she agrees, we can still access the corresponding power through her union. Right. What's more important now is rallying the power of the Seven, realizing resealing the shadow is full. Krona, come over here. You gotta take it out. It's her diary. No. Put it down. You do not go reading other people's diaries. Senna. Senna! No! Bad Senna! Shit, now I'm reading her diary. Well, she's gonna kick my ass now. So, this is the original idea behind Union. I hope everyone can understand each other. Baby. But from the diary, it seems like she just wanted to help others. From a certain perspective, that kind of thinking is even more irritating. Since she's the boss around here, maybe when in Rome is the way to go? Explain. What exactly do you mean? It's perhaps because we've been circling lantern-related concepts lately. I was just thinking that this lighting the lanterns she mentioned in the diary could still be effective. Oh, right! If Sarah's slumber is also kind of a union for her, then she's probably staying where she can compensate in pace. You mean the 6-point is lanterns mentioned in the diary? Most likely. We haven't seen any lanterns around here, but it's not like we have any other leads either. Might as well give it a shot. Not hidden lanterns. Looks like they might place deeper in. Hey guys, look up. It says gullible on the ceiling. Chandelier spiders. I actually kind of dig that idea. Chandelier spiders. I can get behind that concept. Hey. Song, you have just done something in the fight, so shut the up. Turf. I've got an idea. It's working! You allowed me to get my final hit in! Phew. Finally dealt with them. Didn't expect those things to be so hard to handle. Why did I feel a chill down my spine just now? Oh no, don't tell me my dress was torn. Oh, it's all good, just a false alarm. Ah. Could those shadow monsters be like bookworm fish? You know, the bookworm fish eats the words in the book and gave the powers, right? Maybe those monsters just ate the chandelier in the room so they transformed into it. That's a reasonable guess. This place is under a Shus control, so there shouldn't be any shadow monsters here. Ergo, their creator can only be separate from herself, which means this library should house records of their original forms. Thinking about it, Miss Sanadina's theory seems pretty spot on. Ah, I get it now. Looking at the book Seraphim read, she does seem to be into folklore, except for this section she's marked. So, if she's the one who created these creatures, they're probably connected to that. Makes sense. Although, we don't know what they devoured. They must have just gained that power from illusions, making them easy pickings for left organizations or breaking barrier candles. So, if the lanterns are derived from the bookworm fish, Hilla's hunt for lanterns might just lead us to the answer. Exactly. Maybe we find out and light up those lanterns. We can awake Sappho. Hang on, because it's not an exploration map. I was about to say, hang on, they'll hide something behind those, definitely. Ooh. Oh, I don't need to fight you, actually. Hang on. Screw that, I don't need to fight you guys. I'm not in combat. Man, what lovely hands they are. So gentle, so delicate. I can almost feel them tracing over my face. Yeah! Sorry for hurting all of you. It was never my intention. What's that? What? Did something happen? Yeah, we just lit the lantern. Is something wrong? Kura described hearing a mysterious voice that no one else heard. Could it be that some kind of paranormal activity? But her way of speaking? I've heard this voice before in holographic records. I just figured everyone else could hear it too. It was talking about the thousand-eared night god or something. That definitely sounds like something Sarah would say. But why would she choose to speak directly into your head like that? But since this happened, maybe it's a chance for us to understand each other better. I mean, Chris said the voice was apologizing to him. That sounds like a sort of communication, right? Perhaps. But communicating with the Shus Union telepathically can be risky business. I don't think she means any harm, though. Let's light up these lanterns and see where this takes us. As long as you're ready to take the risk. And we are ready to take the risk. But that's gonna have to be in the next episode. So, for those on the YouTube channel, thank you so much for joining. Those on the Twitch channel, stick around. We're going to record the next video in a couple of minutes. Without further ado, though, this is Crunch Pizza by Kidia Network. Logging off for the day. I'll see you soon.